Mercer County in their home blue jerseys with white numbers, gray shorts and blue socks, and the East Jessamine Lady Jaguars in the white jerseys with blue numbers, blue shorts, and white socks for Mercer County. As we'll kind of get into the starting lineup here in just a minute, but a big thanks to all of the sponsors and especially Howard Carpenter Floor Covering here in Harrodsburg for supporting and sponsoring the Mercer County Lady Titans. So we'll run through the starting lineups here real quick. First for Mercer County, number 4, Dixie Vaught, a freshman. Number 5, Kylie Waldridge, a senior. Number 7, Emerson Daniels, a sophomore. Number 12, Hayden Nations is a sophomore. Number 13, Kylie Mobley, a senior. Number 16, Carly Sanders, a sophomore. Number 17, Addison Bartleson is a sophomore. Number 20, Bailey Sims, a senior. Number 28, Isabel Davinsky, a junior. Number 32, Alea Eisen, a sophomore. And rounding out the lineup is the goalie, number 33, Olivia Rogers, as she is a senior for head coach Kim Ramirez and the Lady Titans. Early on action is just getting underway here. You know, Tate, tell you a little bit about what we've gone through with some of the games we've broadcasted so far. Mercer's kind of had a short bench, if you will, and they've changed some things up, had some injuries. The other night didn't make a substitution until probably midway through the second half, but young ladies are well conditioned and doing an excellent job.
Yeah, looking at the roster, it looks like a young team for Mercer as well, which you know, has its benefits with young legs out there on the field with not very many numbers.
Yeah, absolutely. The coaching staff made some changes, according to Ray, a couple weeks ago, as they've been were on the road, and made a couple changes. Changed out the goalkeeper, and also a couple other players moved up. And so they have been playing a little bit better. Actually had a lead the other night against Shelby County until late, and Shelby scored to tie it and then scored the go-ahead goal probably with about 4 minutes to go, seems like. But as you said, young team, and they're coming on. Daniels kicks it out of there, gets it up to Mobley, number 13. And he clears it out all the way down to the end. Looking at their records so far, Mercer County currently with a 3-5-1 record. Their most recent loss, Shelby County on Monday night, 2-1. East Jessamine started the season this year losing their first 2, then had 2 ties, lost 4 more, and currently on a 2-game winning streak. So they are currently 2-6-2 on the season.
Like you said, it's a good district matchup, and you know, kind of set the tone for the upcoming tournament play that'll come around in October.
Dixie Vaught has a throw in here on this side of the field for Mercer. Action down on their offensive end. Bailey Sims controls, gets it over to Davinsky. Loose ball out in the middle there. And it would take you a little while to get familiar with the numbers and the names there. It was for me the first couple of games for sure.
Looks like we have a player down for East Jessamine back there.
Did get the scoreboard working, so that was a good thing. It was off for the entire JV game and had some troubles with trying to get that operating, but good to see it going. So seems like when you're in administration, I think they always have a challenge in front of them no matter what game they're at.
Good play by Mercer's number 20 there, battling it out. Good to retain possession there. Good, beat the defender.
Oh, Mobley with a good move there. Had it knocked away from her. So you're coaching now, as you said, a summer team, travel team. What age is that?
So it's college age. So
Okay.
we run from middle of May till middle of July. Consists of a bunch of college guys home for the summer, come back and play for us to stay in shape and get some extra touches on the ball.
Sure.
You know, a lot of center college guys, transy guys, a lot of Hanover College. So.
Just over 6 minutes into the action here in the first half. No score on your Thompson Service Center scoreboard. It's going to be a throw in for Mercer County here, it looks like. Sims comes up with it. It's a steal for East, and Rogers, the goalie, comes out, kicks it out of there. East maintains it down on their end.
Good defensive play by Dixie Vaught there.
Number 7, Emerson Daniels, a very good active defender, are usually most all of the games. She really challenges everybody.
Offside called on Mercer County there.
So explain to the fans out there listening, what exactly does an offsides call pertain to?
So if the attacking player is past the last defender before the ball is kicked, that's offside.
There's action down. A nice job by Rogers from Mercer County to come out there and get the ball on the bounce.
Good settle by number 12, Hayden Nations there to keep possession for Mercer, and looks like they're off in a transition moment.
Nations comes back up, kicks it in.
He's just been on a break here with looks like an opportunity.
Good job there by number 32, Isom, to come in and interrupt. Nations controls it out. Mercer running up the sideline. Waldridge going to chase it down the far right side.
Really good play. Good 1v1 move there to get into space. Good ball in the box.
Mobley will chase it down.
I don't know if you've noticed, Gary, but Mercer's done a really good job of breaking up plays defensively. It'd be nice to see them switch the field in those moments. I think they'll have a lot of open space to play in.
Yeah. It's this ball kicked down the other way. He's going to go out. Mercer will get a throw in here. One of the things with this new lineup that Coach Ramirez switched up a little bit, the last 2 games, Mercer seems to have been they've kept the pressure up offensively in the first half. In the other games, it seemed like before the lineup switch, it was not that way. And so obviously, you know, as a coach, you're into it. You make some changes that you think it's going to, after you see your team a little bit throughout the season, have an opportunity to make some adjustments. And it's kind of worked to Mercer's favor so far. They've been playing a little bit better. Ison gets it up to Waldridge. Nations, go ahead, sorry.
I was going to say well done by Nations to keep possession under pressure there for her team.
Nations will kick it back to Rogers. And, I think she kicked it just as the East Jessamine girl was coming right into her and might have got her right in the midsection with it.
Yeah, that never feels good.
11 minutes into the action here in the first half on your Thompson Service Center scoreboard. No score between Mercer County and East Jessamine. Got an East Jessamine player shaking up a little bit as she gets up there. Rogers will kick it out of there, and Vaught unable to run it down as it goes out of bounds. East controls. And Waldridge kicks it up back into the Mercer offensive end. Sims battling for it. East comes away with it.
Oh, great throw there. Puts Mercer at a chance scoring opportunity here with number 5.
Aldridge got a shot on goal off there. Just went a little bit across the front of the net. But yeah, like you said, nice throw in there to really set her up down that far side.
That's a good heads-up play to get the ball back in as quick as possible. Give your team an advantage there.
Sims tries to head it ahead as Mobley in a battle trying to get possession. Back to Sims.
She shows some good skill there. Good change of the field there. Sets them up for good defensive play by East Jessamine there.
Mercer will have it over on the very far side. It is 26:33 left here to go first half. No score on your Thompson Service Center scoreboard. Sims battles, comes up with it, shot on goal. Good job there by Bailey Sims. Gets the first goal of the night for Mercer County. How did they set that play up there, Tate?
It's good quick restart again, and then I think Bailey Sims made a great cut in the box and put the ball on her left foot and just slotted it away.
She got the first goal for the Titans the other night on a header from a corner kick, as Mercer had quite a few of those in the first half, and this particular one was lobbed up perfectly, and she was able to head it in right in front of the goal. So Lady Titans take a 1-0 lead here early on over East Jessamine. East comes up with it, and Mercer battling hard. Ball will go across the end line over to Mercer County. Olivia Rogers, the senior, is the number 33, the goalkeeper. Kick it out of here. Controlled by Bartleson. Ison kicks it ahead. Sims goes back and gets it. Seems like, I'm not sure how much you've seen so far here, but with number 13 Mobley, number 20 Sims, and then number 5 Waldridge over on the far side of the field, they have a lot of speed, and they do a good job when they get out and kind of transition, if you want to call it that, to try to put the pressure on as best they can.
Yeah, and I think Mercer's done a good job with Bailey Sims coming back to get the ball. It seems like they kind of flow through her, which sets up the other girls to be able to showcase their speed and some of the channels that open up when she comes back to get the ball.
Nice job there by the East Jessamine goalkeeper to come out and get it out of the air. Kicks it way down the field, and tell you what, this turf will give you some high bounces, especially around the midfield there. One of the things with the change with Rogers in the goal is, you haven't seen it much tonight, but she is able to kick it out of there a lot further than the previous goalkeeper, and it kind of ignited their fast break, so to speak, a little bit more.
It definitely does, and then it also it takes pressure off your defense when you have a goalie who's able to bypass the press and skip a line of pressure to help that top three get the ball a little bit earlier.
Here's East with a kick down, and Rogers comes up and scoops it up there in front of the.
That's a great heads-up play by her to be able to get off her line quick.
Sims gets it over to Waldridge.
Yeah, Sims is doing a really good job of finding that ball in between the back line and the midfield line, and she's able to kind of turn, and she's having a good time connecting with Waldridge over there on the right.
Jessamine going the other way. Settles in, kicks it to the left side, and a nice job there by, I believe that is Sanders that come in. Broke it up. Good job.
Good touch by East Jessamine there.
Eisen kicks it up. East Jessamine maintains possession. 22:15 to go first half. Mercer leads 1-0 on your Thompson Service Center scoreboard.
Good heads-up defensive play by Davinsky there.
The throw in down the far side, trying to get Waldridge on a break, and East Jessamine breaks it up. It goes out of bounds. The far side for Mercer.
Yeah, I like what Mercer's doing, sitting three up top and putting a lot of pressure on East Jessamine's back line. It's going to be a long game for East if Mercer can maintain this pressure.
Throw in a little bit too high for Sims, and East will clear it out. Sanders Nations battles, comes up with it. Nice job. And she kicks it all the way down towards the end there. 1-0 Mercer County on top of East Jessamine. 21 minutes to go first half on your Thompson Service Center scoreboard. And Nations clears it out of there. You know, Tate the other night, and some of these girls, Nations, number 16 Sanders, I believe Vaught does as well. A lot of them play the JV game at first, and then they turn around and play in some varsity, meaningful minutes in the varsity, and pretty good conditioning to be able to do both.
Oh yeah, two games back to back. There's no other league that you'll find that in other than high school soccer. So it's impressive. Well done by Sims there.
Just halfway through the first half, Mercer on top 1-0. For the most part here in the first half, Mercer has been putting more pressure on the offensive end than East has.
Soccer's a weird game like that. It seems like East has had a little bit more of the ball, but Mercer has definitely been more dangerous when they do have it. Good recovery by Daniels there.
As East controls, kicks it into their end. Pass over to the far right side. They're going to run it down in the corner. Tries to center it. Nice job by Nations to control and kick it out of there. East Jessamine will get a substitution in to the game here, as Mercer still leads 1-0 on your Thompson Service Center scoreboard. East with the action just on the sideline, and a kick towards the goal. Rogers comes out and makes a clean catch.
Only one substitute from both teams so far in this game.
East will get a throw in this side. Mercer does a good job of breaking it up, and now Mercer gets the throw in. Sanders gets it in, tried to get it to Mobley. East with a shot down there, and again Rogers comes out and fields it on one bounce easily. Boots it out of there. Gonna get a whistle there. What was that call for?
Yeah, I'm not so sure either. Good strike by East Jessamine.
You know, one of the things that I've noticed just in my way of looking at it is, as Rogers is kicking it out, East is doing a nice job of fielding it and holding it into their area, so to speak, not letting it get past midfield. Waldridge in a battle trying to get possession, and she will win it there. Comes up with it. Davinsky will keep it in. And it gets past. Mobley's got it. Tried a left-footed shot there. Just went a little wide to the right.
Yeah, Mercer's done really well in those transition moments, and like I said earlier, East might have more of the ball, but Mercer's definitely been more dangerous.
Mm-hmm. Just under 16 minutes to go first half. Mercer still holding the 1-0 lead. Ball goes out of bounds far side as the sun starts to set here in Harrodsburg. Hard throw in, and it gets past everybody. Sims controls in the corner. Tries to center to Mobley, broken up by East. East with a kick ahead, and Rogers comes in and boots it way out of there. Nice shot by Daniels. Bartleson runs it down on the far side and it goes out of bounds. 14:40 to go, first half. Yeah, like you said, I think Mercer's catching them off guard a little bit as they're throwing it in pretty quickly when they have the opportunity to try to get the momentum going the other way.
Yeah, as a coach, I'm curious if that's part of Coach Ramirez's game plan. Is quick restarts can always catch the opposition, with their heads turned, and you've seen it happen a couple times today. Mercer's had some good opportunities from it.
Throw in, Sims battling for it. Now Waldridge has it stolen away by East. Nations comes up and deflects. East Jessamine comes up with it. Cleared ahead and a little bit of a break here. Number 2 tries to get it out in front of her there a little bit. Rogers has to come out, and she's in trouble now. She's got to scramble back, and a shot will go wide right. Mercer might have got a little lucky there.
Yeah, that was a great heads-up play by East Jessamine center mid to find that long ball to her forward early on.
When you're a goaltender like that, you have to make that split decision to come out, and once she was unable to corral the ball, then it was free, and Mercer other defenders did a nice job helping her out there. Mercer, we're going to throw in at midfield. Daniels has it, kicks ahead. Mobley's going to run it down here on the left.
I think that's how Mercer's going to find a lot of their success, was a heads-up play by Daniels to switch the field there, and got Mobley in just a bit offside, but still it's the right idea.
All right, East will get a goalie kick here. Daniels over to Sims. East will kick it way ahead, and Rogers will field it for Mercer County. Kicks it up to Daniels. As Allison Osoy, the sophomore, number 21, gets into the game. She has a throw in, and Daniels will come up with it. Davinsky kicks ahead. Goalie comes up and kicks it out of there. Waldridge almost ran that one down. Whistle up here at midfield. Looks like a foul on Davinsky. And wow, nice play by Rogers, coming out, scrambling, goes down to the ground, and it controls the ball. Pass up to Daniels.
Oh, great ball by Daniels.
Kicks ahead. Mobley's going to try to run it down, and East will kick it out of bounds. Throw in down to the side, controlled by East. Now up ahead, Daniels deflects. Sims has it. Back to Davinsky. And East comes up with a steal. Soy kicks it ahead, and Sims has got it open here. If she can control and go, and they called it offside. .9:20 to go first half. Mercer still maintaining the 1-goal lead over East Jessamine here. 46th District girls soccer action tonight. Gary True and Tate Spivey here for the Lady Titans game tonight. Tate, what have you been impressed with so far, so to speak?
I think Mercer's intensity. I mean, they've, the formation sets them up to be able to put some pressure on East Jessamine. They've kept it up for, 30 minutes so far, and I think East Jessamine is definitely feeling it. So their ability to put pressure and, especially when they win a ball, switch the point of attack and go at them.
Kick ahead over to the far side. Waldridge will run it down. Kicks ahead to Davinsky. Davinsky ahead to Mobley. And another whistle.
Yeah, no coach likes your team to be offside, but the flip side of that is that it means your team's being aggressive. They're going for it, and one of them is going to land here in a few.
Yeah, they've had 3-4 of those maybe here in the first half. But like I said, it's good to see them putting that pressure on. 7:25 left, first half. As East is trying to kick it out. Nice job there into the game for Mercer, number 34, Caden Atkins. Mobley will run it down, kicks it back to Daniels. And East had a player get a ball to the head area there, got hit with it. Tough break. Mercer has made a couple of substitutions tonight here in the first half, as Caden Atkins there, number 34, junior, came in. She battled a knee injury for a long time and was, I think, out. Came back a couple of weeks ago, providing some more depth off the bench. And a young lady from East Jessamine's able to get up on her feet there. That wasn't intentional by any means, but they've had two players now that have taken some unfortunate hits when the ball was kicked, and it's hit one girl in the stomach and this one to the head area. So hopefully she'll be okay there. I don't think that non-soccer knowledgeable person realizes how physical and rough that the game of soccer actually is. Obviously, it's you're not wearing pads like what football players have on, and there's probably a lot of contact that sometimes is felt just the same as a result.
Yeah, outside of full-on tackling, I mean, it's a pretty physical game, and on top of that, the average player is probably going to run about 5 miles in a game. Good opportunity for Mercer.
And Waldridge hit the post with a nice shot. She's able to run it down far right side. Kicks it over to Adkins. Davinsky saves it in. Another whistle to reset for East Jessamine. 6:10 to go first half. Lady Titans 1 and East Jessamine 0 on your Thompson Service Center scoreboard.
It's really nice to see Mercer with a system of play. You can tell they're a little bit more organized than East Jessamine here, and it seems to be working out for them.
Here's East, ball down the right side, and good job there by the two defenders as Asoy battled hard, and then also Carly Sanders, I believe it is, came back and was able to kick the ball out. So East Jessamine has a corner kick. Kick it into the middle, and Rogers goes up and makes a nice catch.
Another quick transition moment for Mercer here.
And East will kick it out. Quickly Mercer gets a ball, and we're going to have a couple of substitutions coming back in, one for Mercer, one for East, as Dixie Vaught will return for the Lady Titans as she replaces Allison Asoy. Davinsky battles for it. Waldridge tries to kick it up. 4:30 to go first half as East Jessamine will kick it out of bounds. Sims has it, controls, kicks over to Davinsky, back to Sims.
Good
Gives
little
it back
combo
to
play by
Davinsky.
Mercer there. Good defensive play by Waldridge there.
East down the far side, kicks ahead. There's a pass out in front, and we're going to get an offsides on East Jessamine. .3:30 to play first half. Lady Titans still lead 1-0 on your Thompson Service Center scoreboard. Girls soccer action. Rogers kicks it way down. Sims trying to control it, and East will clear it back ahead. Good footwork by Nations. Mobley runs it down on this far side, gets into the corner area, centers to Sims. And Sims has it stolen away. Sure had a opportunity there. East controls, kicks ahead, and Nations with a good intercept. Ball will go out of bounds off of East. You know, I mean, you're talking about the Mercer forwards and how they were playing, and the back line seems to have really, the last couple of games, stepped up as well. A lot of speed back there with Vaught and Nations and Carly Sanders doing a good job.
Oh, good play by Mercer to get into the box.
Vinsky will come up, keep it in. Kicks down ahead. Waldridge tried to get there, and man, the goalie just came out and got the scoop on the bounce. High kick all the way down. Sanders kicks it in. Now East will clear it on down with 1:30 to go first half. Davinsky comes up with it in the middle of the field. Kicks ahead. Mobley. And a whistle, and I think she's kind of confused on that whistle too. Offsides on the Lady Titans. Atkins gets it over. Waldridge couldn't control it. Nations with a good job. Far side controlling the ball. Inside of 30 seconds now.
Good recovery by Nations.
East kicks it down, and Rogers aggressively comes and gets it. Boots it out of there inside of 10 seconds. East controls at midfield. Kick down and deflected by Davinsky. And that'll bring it into our first half of play. Thompson Service Center scoreboard at the halftime break will be Mercer County 1 and East Jessamine 0. We'll return in 3 minutes for our halftime show here on your hometown radio network.
Hey kids, it's Radio Rick inviting you to join me weekday mornings 6 to 10 on WHBN. You hear local, state, national news, local birthdays, weather, sports, information you can use, surveys, random facts, entertainment, health and tech news, comedic relief, free daily prizes, interviews with community leaders, elected officials, local businesses, and you're always welcome to call. We play the best country music and more in Central Kentucky. My promise to you is keep you informed and entertained the best I know how. And start our weekday mornings together 6 to 10 with me, Radio Rick on AM 1420, FM 99.5, hometownlive.net.
Are you considering a new home purchase or maybe a remodel? Are you looking for a stable partner you can trust to help you understand your options? This is Jason Tyler. I'm a loan officer at Whitaker Bank in Harrodsburg. As part of your community, I'm here to help you understand the best options for you today and in the future. Give me a call at 859-734-3316 and let me show you what Uniquely Kentucky means. Whitaker Bank is Uniquely Kentucky, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Pickup truck, sports car, motorcycle, minivan, townhouse, two-story, farmhouse, fixer-upper. What you drive and where you live is different for everyone, so it's important to have insurance that fits your needs and is just right for you. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that, which is why our agents help you design a comprehensive auto, home, and life insurance plan. Insurance that fits just right.
I'm Jamie Dunn, your local Shelter Insurance agent. We're your shield, we're your shelter.
Many families make photographs a part of a funeral remembrance to capture the memories of a lifetime of love.
The sadness of losing Mom is overwhelming, but seeing those photographs was a tribute to her lifetime of love.
We serve every need within every budget. Call on us.
The lifetime of love.
Memories of a Lifetime of Love, Ransdell Funeral Chapel.
Do you need a loan to start that new home remodeling project? Maybe you are buying a new home or refinancing your existing home. Whatever type of loan you need, Farmers National Bank is here to help you. Getting started is easy. Stop by a Farmers National Bank office in Danville, Bergen, Harrodsburg, Junction City, Lancaster, Liberty, Middleburg, Perryville, and Stanford, and talk to a member of our lending staff. Farmers National Bank, Your Lifetime Bank. Some restrictions may apply. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
You'll discover wall-to-wall savings on carpet, vinyl, hardwood, LVT laminate, and area rugs in Harrodsburg at Howard Carpenter Flooring Outlet. You receive free estimates. They do delivery and installation, and financing is available. Howard Carpenter Flooring Outlet has discount prices every day, so why pay more? Howard Carpenter Flooring Outlet is at 540 North College Street behind Harrods Perkins Hill. Open Tuesday through Friday 10 to 5 and Saturday 10 till 2. Howard Carpenter Flooring Outlet will absolutely floor you.
All right, welcome back into Mercer County Lady Titans soccer here at the half, as Mercer County holds on to a 1-0 lead over East Jessamine, as Gary True and Tate Spivey here. Our halftime show brought to you by Howard Carpenter Floor Covering of Harrodsburg. And glad to have Tate in with us here tonight and talking a little bit there just off the air about some different things. But give me your rundown a little bit on what you saw there in the first half as both Mercer and East Jessamine went at it.
Yes, as far as Mercer, it's nice to see them have a game plan. You know, all of their opportunities have come from, you know, similar scenarios. You know, Bailey Sims is doing a really good job of coming off the back line to put some pressure on East's defense. They either have to come with her, which, you know, opens up pockets of space for those two wide, fast players to run into. You know, if the defenders don't go with her, they play into her feet, and you can tell she's kind of the playmaker for Mercer, so gives her a little bit of space to kind of see the field and go forward. So.
Yeah, Sims did get the goal for Mercer that was scored back in the first half action. It's Mercer set up a nice play, and she was able to get loose and come up with a loose ball and was able to kick it in the goal. So had a couple other opportunities as well. And I know from you're looking at it at a coaching standpoint, and it's different things, but sometimes it's also the defense that's kind of setting up the offense. And, you know, yes, they've had a couple of offsides where they had a few opportunities that might have turned into some points. But overall, I think Mercer outplayed East Jessamine, I believe, in the first half, both offensively and defensively.
Yeah, defense creates the best offense. You know, Mercer's defense has done a really good job of winning the ball and then able to keep possession, looking for forward passes, which has, you know, allowed Mercer's offense to create those opportunities. And, you know, one or two of those offside calls in the second half here could, you know, goes the opposite direction and could lead to an early goal for Mercer.
Yeah, and it's, you know, these two teams, more than likely, from everything everybody tells me, will see each other in the first round of the district, as it's a three-team district with East, West, and Mercer County. And so that's still yet to be decided, obviously, as Mercer still has to play West, and I'm sure maybe East does as well. But, you know, it's, I guess, getting an opportunity from a coach's standpoint to be able to see your opponent and then come up with a different game plan if you need to when you do see them in the district. Sometimes you know, I think it's a little bit of a chess match, because that basketball sometimes, or football, maybe coaches don't like to show everything in one game because they know they're going to see them in another game, you know, down the road. Does that play into it the same way with soccer, or is it a little different?
You know, I've always believed that, you know, if my team does what they're supposed to do, then, you know, we're going to put ourselves in a situation to win. But, you know, I think soccer is a little bit different than basketball and football. Is, you know, your coaching is done in the practices leading up. You know, there's no timeouts, there's no stoppage of times. It's hard to make big adjustments in a game.
Sure.
From the sideline. Always, you know, my sister coached high school basketball for 13 years, and we kind of would joke that she was like, why aren't you involved during the game? It's like, as a soccer coach, I get to sit and kind of enjoy and watch during games because my coaching is done the weeks, days leading up, because, like I said, no stoppages. So it's a little bit different dynamic. You know, I'm not going to not show pieces that I have because I want to win every game. So
sure.
Not sure they're doing that tonight, but it'll definitely lead to a good matchup in districts if that's how it unfolds.
Absolutely. Well said. All right, so it's 1-0, Mercer on top here at the half. Let's take our final break, and we'll return for second half action in 3 minutes on your hometown radio network.
This is Dan Yates, and I want you to join me for Breakfast with the Coaches as we talk Titan football live from the old bus station every Saturday morning this fall from 9 to 10. Tune your radios to WHBN 99.5 FM, AM 1420, or catch our live stream at hometownlive.net. Breakfast with the Coaches is brought to you by Farmers National Bank, Jamie Dunn Shelter Insurance, 101 Business Solutions, Big Deals Online Store, and the old bus station restaurant. Go Titans!
Have you heard about Farmers National Bank's Teller on Demand service? I gave it a try and I loved it. I simply touched the screen, talked with bank specialists live on screen, and they made it quick and easy. And the service even offers extended hours, 8 to 6 weekdays and 9 to 2 on Saturday. Teller on Demand is a quick and easy way to make withdrawals, deposits, or ask a question. Farmers National Bank, member FDIC.
You'll discover wall-to-wall savings on carpet, vinyl, hardwood, LVT laminate, and area rugs in Harrodsburg at Howard Carpenter Flooring Outlet. You receive free estimates. They do delivery and installation, and financing is available. Howard Carpenter Flooring Outlet has discount prices every day, so why pay more? Howard Carpenter Flooring Outlet is at 540 North College Street behind Harrods Perkins Hill. Open Tuesday through Friday 10 to 5 and Saturday 10 till 2. Howard Carpenter Flooring Outlet will absolutely floor you.
At Shelter Insurance, we believe insurance should adjust to fit your needs. That's why we work with you to design an auto, home, and life insurance plan that's particular to you. Insurance that fits just right. And Shelter is known for our award-winning customer service, satisfied customers, and a plan for you. Ready to check us out? Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
I'm Jamie Dunn, your local shelter insurance agent. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Lifetime of love, you lived a lifetime of love.
In a time of personal loss, there are so many memories.
I remember the good times together.
A lifetime of good times.
In your family's sorrow, we can provide every service and option and leave you with the loving memories.
The lifetime of love.
Memories of a Lifetime of Love. Ransdell Funeral Chapel.
What makes Whitaker Bank uniquely Kentucky? With a wide range of products and services, we are here to provide you friendly, expert service for all of your banking needs. This is Rita McIntyre for Boyle, Garrett, and Mercer counties. As part of your community, we are committed to building solid, long-term relationships. Call me at 859-733-4963. Let us show you what uniquely Kentucky means. Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
All right, and welcome back as get ready to start the second half. Mercer and East Jessamine girls soccer action with the Lady Titans on top 1-0. Gary True and Tate Spivey here for the action tonight as East Jessamine will start with it, and be interesting to see how the second half goes compared to the first half, if there's any difference between what East Jessamine was doing in the first half or not.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if any coaches make any changes, because neither team had complete control of the first half.
East will open up here with the ball in their end, as it's kicked back towards Rogers, who kicks it way up towards midfield. East maintains it.
Oh, good release of pressure there for Mercer.
Kicks ahead, and Mobley runs it down. Nice job. All the way over to Daniels. Back out front. East will come up with it. Pass ahead over on the far side. Waldridge runs it down, gets a shot on goal, just wide to the left.
I think she takes that with her left foot like she did in the first half. Might be a different result.
Jessamine goalie kicks it out and maintained far side. Mercer battling with it, and I believe that's Sanders. Carly Sanders comes up with it far side. So Waldridge to Sims. And battle over on the very far side. Ball controlled there.
Way to keep it alive by Mercer's Sanders, I think.
And East comes out there with it, gets it up to midfield. Sims. Sims she's very skilled with the ball. Does a good job maintaining. Pass ahead to Mobley, trying to run it down, and battles with East Jessamine. Player does come up with it. Oh, she had a shot there, trying to get it over to Waldridge. And East comes up with it, kicks it way down the field. Rogers kicks it out for Mercer. Three and a half minutes into the second half as Davinsky comes up with a steal there. Nice job by Sanders to kick it way down the field. Daniels controls for Mercer County. Can you see anything any different than what East has done here in the first 5 minutes compared to the first half action, Tate?
Nothing from East or Mercer that I think has really changed from the first half. Mercer's still trying to utilize their speed on the wings. Game seems to be a little bit back and forth right now. I think it's coming out of halftime. One of the teams is trying to take control, and it just hasn't happened yet.
East will come up with it, crosses midfield. Daniels comes over and does a nice job to come up with a steal there. Kicks ahead, Davinsky over to Mobley. Down the right side and just sneaked out of bounds on her. Foul on Mercer as kicks it far down the field, and Rogers comes out and makes a nice play on the bounce. Rolls it over to Vaught, far side Bartleson. Ball pass to the far right, and Rogers comes out and a collision. And Mercer is able to come over and kick it out of there. But Rogers is down on the play. Took a hard shot there, Tate, as she tried to come out and field the ball. It's like her and the East Jessamine players simultaneously got there together.
It's a really strong play by Mercer's goalie there, and looks like she's bounced right back up.
That's a good sign as she's back up.
What do we have here? A throw in?
I believe that might be the case, looks like. 33:45 to go on the game clock here, second half action. Mercer leading 1-0. Going to get a sub for East Jessamine coming in. East controls, kicks down. One of their best passing movements there, and nice job by Dixie Vaught to come up with a steal on the far side.
A good defensive play by East Jessamine's right back there. Good skill move by Sims in the middle to start a transition moment for her team, and
Kicks it all the way down, and the goalkeeper will kick it out. East kicks ahead. Nations runs it down, back on the back line, tries to kick it out, and does so up to Mobley. Mobley over to Daniels, who will pass back.
Play on the right side
Nice
here
shot.
by Mercer. Well done by Mercer there. Very nice composure by Mercer.
Davinsky in a battle. And probably going to get a whistle there. Foul called on East Jessamine right at the midfield stripe. 31:35 left to go. Second half action on your Thompson Service Center scoreboard with Mercer maintaining their 1-0 early lead. Here's a pass down. And offsides call. As they passed it all the way down to Waldridge there, but whistle.
It was really good to see Mercer just a minute ago have string together 5 or 6 passes, and if they can figure out a way to do that, I think it'll force East to defend them, kind of start to wear them down to where they can start to try to utilize their speed on the wings here.
And East will kick it out of bounds. Mercer throw in just down below us here at the home field for the Lady Titans and the Mercer County Boys Titans soccer teams. Throw in goes all the way down, and the goalkeeper will come out and scoop it up. Almost 10 minutes into the second half. Titans still lead at 1-0. Pass far side, and Vaught in a battle. East Jessamine controls. Looks like they're going to say it went off on Mercer there, far side.
Looks like Mercer's attacking players are dropping a little bit deeper this half to help out with some defensive responsibility. I don't know if it's just the game getting a little bit stretched, but it seems like it could be beneficial if they can figure out a way to keep possession.
Yeah, and that's a good point. Talk about that a little bit there, because I mean sometimes we see them maybe around midfield when East has it, That time they were probably 15 yards on down the field.
You know, it shrinks the playing space for East Jessamine, so it makes it more difficult for them to, you know, play the ball into space, and you know, also just helps Mercer when you do win the ball, you then have space to play the ball out into. So it's going to benefit Mercer, especially with that speed they have on the wings.
Action's on the far side of the field. Good job there by Carly Sanders to come up with it. East gets a steal, kicks it to the far side, and it's going to go out of bounds. Clock approaching 28 minutes here to go second half. Lady Titans still lead at 1-0. Daniels clears it, but East maintains. Pass down in the corner, and Nations was able to run it down. Daniels comes up with it now. Over to Sims. To Davinsky. And Dixie Vaught gets loose down the far side with it. Good patience back here on this end. Mercer set it up to try to, like you say, reverse the field and get to the other side.
Yeah, and you really high IQ by Bailey Sims there with, you know, she's kind of putting her foot on the ball, forcing the defenders to come to her, and then as soon as they do, she plays the ball in the space they just left. So it's forcing East out of their defensive structure, which is going to open up the game for Mercer as it goes on.
As ball will go all the way down, East Jessamine's goalkeeper will come out and get it. 26:45 now left to go first half.
Yeah, the field seems to be a little bit more compressed this half, and I think it's probably a product of, you know, how intense both teams played in the first half, and very well done by Daniels there.
Mobley wins control, centers across to Waldridge, and ball kind of bounced up on her a little bit there, wasn't able to maintain it cleanly. East kicks it out. Nice shot by Daniels and Mobley there together. Ball will get out of bounds. This will be a Mercer County throw in far side. And looks like Mercer lost it out east. We'll throw it in quickly. We don't see East kind of throw it in as fast and trying to throw it further down the field as what we has seen Mercer do sometimes tonight.
I think that might be a testament to Mercer's defending. You know, they've been kind of locked in all game, and here's a scoring opportunity.
Sims, nice play by Mobley to run it down on the right side, and a good kick to center the ball there right in the midfield.
Yeah, Mercer's defensive structure, they're all, you know, looking out now, they're always one man up compared to the attackers. It's hard to have transition moments and quick throws when you have a numerical advantage. So very well done by Mercer's defense today.
Inside of 25 minutes now left in the second half action, as East Jessamine get a goalie kick here. Kicks it up. Battle on the far side. It's going to be centered in there. Sims comes in and gets it. And she gets knocked down. It'll be a foul on East. Play by the East Jessamine goalkeeper. Nice high kick.
Good cover by Mercer there.
And we'll get another East Jessamine player who's taking a hard fall. Going to stop the clock here with 23:51. Lady Titans leading 1-0 on the Thompson Servicer scoreboard. And Tate looked like there that when the goalkeeper kicked that high ball with the took a real high bounce right around midfield, and a couple players collided, and East Jessamine has a girl down on the field. Let's take a little break while we have the opportunity, as Jason will send it back to you. Let's take a 1-minute break on your hometown radio network.
Hey kids, it's Radio Rick inviting you to join me weekday mornings 6 to 10 on WHBN. You hear local, state, national news, local birthdays, weather, sports, information you can use, surveys, random facts, entertainment, health, and tech news, comedic relief, free daily prizes, interviews with community leaders, elected officials, local businesses, and you're always welcome to call. We play the best country music and more in Central Kentucky. My promise to you is keep you informed and entertained the best I know how. And start our weekday mornings together 6 to 10 with me, Radio Rick on AM 1420, FM 99.5, hometownlive.net.
What makes Whitaker Bank uniquely Kentucky? Our mission is to provide comprehensive banking products and services for our customers and to invest in the Kentucky communities where we live. Whitaker Bank is a reliable partner, guiding you towards solid decisions for today's evolving environment and for the challenges you may face tomorrow. We are committed to building long-term relationships with our customers and the communities we serve. Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
All right, we'll come back to action as it started up here, and ball bouncing in the middle, and Mercer will kick it down. The goalkeeper will come up with it for East Jessamine. 23:30 left to go, second half action, as the Lady Titans still lead 1-0 after the injury timeout there to an East Jessamine player. Vaught comes up far side, kicks it ahead. And Mobley runs it down. Offsides called.
Those stoppages don't happen in a game for soccer, so it'll be interesting to see if any coaches made any adjustments.
Yeah, because like you said, I mean, and you know, the soccer field is so big, it's really hard to communicate real good with your players to be able to, obviously if you've talked about it in practice, you can signal something in maybe, but it's a little bit harder to do, I think.
You know, and that's where you know, your leadership on the field comes into play, because you know, good coaches will utilize subs and tell a sub something, hey, we're going to go in and, you know, we're either going to change formation or we're going to, you know, try to do, you know, something different, and it comes from that player being able to communicate that with his teammates or her teammates. And so
all right, as Mercer controlling down on this end, Davinsky trying to run it down with the East Jessamine player, kicks ahead. Nice job by Mercer County there. Isom to clear it ahead to Waldridge down the right side. Gets it back to the center and trying to get it over to Bailey Sims, but East Jessamine will kick it out of bounds. Throw in coming for Isom for Mercer County here.
it seems like, you know, the game's getting stretched a little bit as we get into the latter half of this this second half here. But, you know, if Mercer can find a way to utilize that fast transition moment and then slow it down to get your other attacking players involved, they're going to find themselves in a good position.
Yeah, good point. A shot by Bartleson trying to get it to Bailey Sims. Now it goes over to Waldridge, right side. And she tries to kick down across, but it goes off of East Jessamine and through the inline. Actually, I think it's going to be a kick for the goalie for East Jessamine. 20 minutes and 45 seconds left to go. Mercer leads 1-0 here on your Thompson Service Center scoreboard. And the ball finally controlled by East down on this end. Nice job by Nations from Mercer to collect it and kick it out of there. She's had a very good game defensively.
Yeah, she's been very solid back there.
Action right at midfield, and it goes out of bounds. Be a throw in for Mercer. Actually, Ison with a kick. Kicks it down. Daniels recovers. Davinsky in the middle of the field. Collision. And East will clear it down towards their end. Vaught and Sanders back there for Mercer County. Nations will come up with it once again. Kicks it far side. Waldridge trying to control. Does so. Gets by her defender. And the defender with a nice job there for East Jessamine to come up with a steal. As Isom will kick it down for Mercer County. Goalkeeper for East comes out and gets it. So we go underneath, 19 minutes left to go. As Mercer's defense trying to come up with it far side. Sanders and Vaught over there. Kick it ahead. Bailey Sims as it got there. Kicks it out in front, trying to run it down, and does so. Nice job of controlling. Crosses over to Waldridge. Oh, and she had a good open shot there. Tate just might have rushed it just a little bit.
Yeah, definitely had more time than she thought, but hey, I've been in that situation too, and sometimes you just don't know until after the fact. But
yeah.
You know, she takes a touch there, and we've seen her quality all game so far. She probably puts that one on frame and could potentially make it 2-0 there.
Good job by Mercer to set that opportunity up. As goalkeeper comes up with it, Waldridge tries to intercept. Ball back to the far side, and Mobley's going to try to run it down for Mercer. It's going to go out of bounds to the goalkeeper. 17:30 to play. Thompson Service Center scoreboard. Daniels for Mercer. Kicks it across.
We call it man of the match, but man, my woman of the match today has been.
Oh, there you go. Stole the paper from me.
You're good. Hayden Nations back there with Mercer's defense. I think not only defensively has she been solid, but I think a lot of her defensive plays have led to a lot of Mercer's goal scoring opportunities as well.
Yeah,
she's had a great performance today.
Exactly right. Ball deep down in the corner. Isom tries to kick it out of there, but it's going to go off the East player, out of bounds. Get a substitute coming in for Mercer County. It'll be number 34, Atkins. And she replaces Bartleson for Mercer. Action down now on the East Jessamine's end of the field. Throw in for Mercer. East controls.
Good tackle by Daniels there.
East kicks it in, and a nice easy one bounce for Rogers to field it. Rogers kicks it out of there. Ball on the far side now. Go out of bounds to East Jessamine. Still battling far side. A lot of action over there as Dixie Vaught scrambling around. Good job by Sims.
She's onside.
Kicked ahead to Mobley. Mobley crossover to Waldridge, and she was unable to control it there. It's going to go out of bounds as the East Jessamine defender had it go off of her.
Take this time for Mercer to get set defensively here and see if you can keep the ball for
14.5 minutes to go. Throw in into the middle. Mobley controls, kicks it out. Davinsky will kick it down towards the goal, and the goalkeeper comes out to get it. Kicks it out of there. High bounce. Comes up at midfield to East. East has a little opportunity here. They kick ahead. Have a runner out there, and Rogers was coming out. It was going to be a tough play there, but they called for offsides. Again, that's a decision there your goalkeeper's got to make. I mean, she was going to be one-on-one with her if they didn't call that offsides, and I guess it's a chance you take if you think you can get out there to get the ball before she does to win the race, right?
Yeah, and you can't hesitate, because any hesitation you get caught in no man's land, and you're definitely out of luck. But that's not a position I would ever want to be in. I've played about every position on the field but goalkeeper.
All right, Waldridge has it, tries to get by the defender. It's stolen away. East kicks it back down to Mercer's end and comes back the other way. Nations controls it. Kicks it over. She's got Mobley, far side. Cross into the middle. Again, Waldridge out there trying to run it down. Stolen away.
Waldridge and East Jessamine's left back have been fun to watch today. They've had a good battle.
As Waldridge tried to center that pass, deflected by East, and it's going to go out of bounds to Mercer. Clock down to 12:15 to play now on your Thompson Service Center scoreboard. Lady Titans 1, East Jessamine 0.
These last 12 minutes could be fun. I still feel like there's a goal or two left out there for this game.
Into Sims. Oh, and she bounced away from her. East was able to kick it out of there, and it goes out of bounds. And we're going to get 2 subs coming in for East, and 1 back in for Mercer County. Be the first action tonight, I believe. Is that number 9?
Yep, number 9.
Amani McCann, yep. Gets her first action of the game. And ball comes to her. East will come up with it. Atkins clears it for Mercer, but it goes out of bounds. East with a throw in.
Good chance for a quick restart.
Ison trying to throw it ahead. get a whistle and a foul called on Mercer.
I think that's the first sub for any of Mercer's top 3 attacking players. Be nice to have some fresh legs in there.
Daniels comes up with a steal, trying to get it back, knocked down. Ball loose in the middle. Nations had it, lost it, and now Daniels comes back up with it. Over to Sims. Sims kicks down to McCann and just led her a little bit too much there. Underneath 10 minutes we go. As action right in front of us, Ison battling hard. Comes out of there with it. Ball kicked down towards the end, and the goalkeeper for East will save it out. And ball's going to go out of bounds for a Mercer throw in. Ison gets it quickly. Throws it down to Mobley, and a little behind her maybe. Goes out of bounds. Another throw in for Mercer down closer to the corner. Comes into the center there. As Nations comes up with it. McCann now with it.
Well
McCann
done
kicks
by Mercer
ahead
there.
to Sims, and East Jessamine defender got there just before Sims, but it goes out of bounds. It's going to be a Mercer corner kick coming up here as we're down to 8:30 now to go in the game.
Good through ball by the freshman McCann there to Sims.
Atkins corner kick, a little high, goes across untouched, far side. Vaught runs it down. And action for East as they kick it out of bounds. Goalie kick coming up here for East out of the corner over there. Daniels trying to run it down for Mercer as East has a little run coming up the side. Good job there by Ison. Kick comes out to midfield. East maintains, kicks it down. And Rogers comes out. Didn't get it securely the first time, but was able to field it there finally. 6:45 left to go in the game. Lady Titans 1, East Jessamine 0. Good job defensively there for Mercer, and Isom comes up and clears it out. Bounces far side, Mobley. Crosses over to McCann, but East with a steal. Rogers will run down the deep kick. So as you get later in the contest, like it's getting here, as it now goes underneath 6 minutes, if you're East, when do you really start trying to become more aggressive?
Yeah, they probably should have done it about the 10-minute mark is what I would say. But the flip side of that is if you do it, it does open the game up a little bit more for Mercer. So it's a little bit of give and take, and I guess it depends on if you want. I don't know how districts work, if it's home field advantage or is it hosted at one location.
Yeah.
So that probably goes into play too if you're East Jessamyn's coach.
Yes, it is hosted. Actually, Mercer will host the districts here this year. So
then I'd be going for it because in my opinion, there's no difference in a 2-0 loss and a 1-0 loss.
Couple of substitutions coming back in for Mercer, as looks like Waldridge will return along with Bartleson. Clock stops with 5:32 to play on your Thompson Service Center scoreboard. Kick far side.
One thing you see on the Mercer side here, where they're up 1-0, is some teams get complacent and start to play a bit more defensive just to try to finish the game out. But Mercer doesn't seem to be doing that. They seem to be continuing to put the pressure on East, and I'm a firm believer that that's the best way to go about it. And Mercer wins another corner kick as we say that.
Yeah, ball bounced down there as East will kick it out of bounds across the end line. Go underneath 5 minutes now to go in the contest. It's like Daniels will do a corner kick here. Far side.
Goal.
And headed by Sims. Oh, just went off the right.
I think you said last game she scored a goal that way, so she's obviously dangerous on set pieces for Mercer.
Well, and that was a really nice kick from my standpoint because it had a lot more arch to it, got up in the air. Good opportunity there. East comes up with it. Daniels gets it back over to Waldridge for Mercer. Kicks it up to Eisen, and Eisen kicks it into the East Jessamyn player out of bounds for a throw-in. Sims back to Waldridge, who tried to get it back to her a little too hard. Ball loose right to Sims in the middle. Controls. Kicks it over to Waldridge. Cross court to Mobley, and a shot rolls up her leg a little high. And Bartleson came in there and had a shot, but it's saved by the goalie. Good pressure from Mercer. 3:10 to play. Ball kicked all the way down to the far end as Nations will run it down, but getting there first was Rogers to kick it out. Daniels in a battle. Controls. Does a good job. Gets it over to Sims.
That's well done by Mercer.
Cross to Waldridge running down the right side.
See if we can get in the box and support her here.
And she has the kick go off the East player, recovered by the goalkeeper. I don't think Mercer was able to, like you were saying, get anybody else down there for her to have the opportunity for the cross.
Yeah, that's part of the issue of playing the way Mercer does with, like you said earlier, with it not having much depth on the roster is, you play that high pressure, high intense soccer for, 75 minutes. Those last 5 minutes, your legs start to drag.
Absolutely. 2:10 to go. Thompson Service Center scoreboard. Throw in far side for Mercer, and it's going to go out of bounds over to East. They throw it in quickly. Cross far side, Waldridge, and she will kick it down ahead. Bailey Sims out in front, one-on-one, kicks it down, stops, gets a shot that is deflected by the East Jessamyn defender. Sims runs it back down. Crosses to Waldridge in the middle.
Oh, good move.
And yeah, she made a nice move, was able to finally get it to the right foot and put a shot up, but just off wide right, 1:20 to go. But this Mercer offense, it takes away from East Jessamine being aggressive. And they need to be aggressive, trailing 1-0. Ball goes out of bounds. Throw in for the Lady Titans, down to 110. Hyson kicks down ahead. Waldridge trying to run it down. And I believe she will do so. Centers, Bailey Sims tees it up, and just off the
post there.
Post on the right side. 45 seconds to go. She even had Mobley, I think, over there on the left side there too. Mercer giving themselves a lot of opportunities. Davinsky keeps it in, runs it down, cross to Mobley. Inside of 20 seconds. Now down to 10 seconds. Goalkeeper has to quickly run up. Boots it. Deflected by Sims. Sims controls. And a time will run out here tonight as clock gets down to zeros.
Congratulations.
And final score on your Thompson Service Center scoreboard is Mercer County with the victory. Lady Titans 1 and East Jessamine 0. We'll take a break and we'll come back with our post-game wrap-up report in 3 minutes as you're listening to Lady Titans Soccer on your hometown radio network.
Hey kids, it's Radio Rick inviting you to join me weekday morning 6 to 10 on WHBN. You hear local, state, national news, local birthdays, weather, sports, information you can use, surveys, random facts, entertainment, health and tech news, comedic relief, free daily prizes, interviews with community leaders, elected officials, local businesses, and you're always welcome to call. We play the best country music and more in Central Kentucky. My promise to you is keep you informed and entertained the best I know how. And start our weekday mornings together 6 to 10 with me, Radio Rick on AM 1420, FM 99.5, hometownlive.net.
What makes Whitaker Bank uniquely Kentucky? Our mission is to provide comprehensive banking products and services for our customers and to invest in the Kentucky communities where we live. Whitaker Bank is a reliable partner guiding you towards solid decisions for today's evolving environment and for the challenges you may face tomorrow. We are committed to building long-term relationships with our customers and the communities we serve. Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Many families make photographs a part of a funeral remembrance to capture the memories of a lifetime of love.
The sadness of losing Mom is overwhelming, but seeing those photographs was a tribute to her lifetime of love.
We serve every need within every budget. Call on us.
The lifetime of love.
Memories of a Lifetime of Love, Ransdell Funeral Chapel.
You'll discover wall-to-wall savings on carpet, vinyl, hardwood, LVT laminate, and area rugs in Harrodsburg at Howard Carpenter Flooring Outlet. You receive free estimates. They do delivery and installation, and financing is available. Howard Carpenter Flooring Outlet has discount prices every day, so why pay more? Howard Carpenter Flooring Outlet is at 540 North College Street behind Harrods Perkins Hill. Open Tuesday through Friday 10 to 5 and Saturday 10 till 2. Howard Carpenter Flooring Outlet will absolutely floor you.
Did you get us switched over to shelter insurance?
Actually, I found a deal online.
You did? Does your deal come with award-winning customer service?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Does the deal include a local agent?
Doesn't actually say.
Can we create a customized plan that fits our needs? Let's just call the local shelter agent.
For insurance that fits just right, find a shelter agent near you.
I'm Jamie Dunn, your local shelter insurance agent. We're your shield, we're your shelter.
Farmers National Bank invites you to flash your school spirit by offering you debit cards created especially for your school, including Boyle County High School, Bergen Independent School, Casey County High School, Center College, Danville High School, Danville Christian Academy, Garrett County High School, Kentucky School for the Deaf, Lincoln County High School, and Mercer County High School. Farmers National Bank, your lifetime bank. Certain restrictions may apply. See your Farmers National Bank representative for complete details. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
All right, welcome back. Is back here in the press box at Mercer County High School. The Lady Titans get a hard-fought 1-0 win over East Jessamine here tonight. As got joined tonight by Tate Spivey, and a lot of great commentary and feedback, and giving us the perspective of a person with a whole lot of soccer knowledge, played, coached, and it's great to hear from you tonight. I hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It was a blast.
Good deal. Well, you're welcome to come back any and every time we have it. As we're starting to, I guess, into the second half of the schedule now, as Mercer will, I think, go to to West Jessamine coming up next for their next game. But good win for the Lady Titans tonight. What were you most impressed about?
Oh man, there's a few players. I think Mercer's. We talked about it kind of all game. Mercer's defense was super solid tonight, and I think that helped create for their offense, and then their offense was able to create chances and whatnot. A few off the post, a few offsides calls. I think that all in all, Mercer had a game plan that worked.
Yeah, absolutely. As we're going to get a player set up here, and we'll talk to, just making sure. Can you hear me okay?
I can.
Good deal. Good deal. All right, so being joined with us here tonight in our post-game wrap-up report. I was just double-checking to make sure, but Emerson Daniels, sophomore, congratulations on the big win tonight for the Lady Titans.
Thank you.
You battling hard. Played a little JV tonight as well?
Yes, a little bit of JV and all of varsity.
How's your legs feeling right now?
They're feeling okay right now. Maybe tomorrow morning it'll be a little different. My adrenaline wears off, but
yeah,
it's what we train for. So
that's right. Put in all that conditioning to be able to get to this point. It gets down to a tight game there the last 5-10 minutes of the game, and that conditioning really pays off.
It does.
So tell me about obviously. We've seen a couple of games, and Tate just joined us here, and but very knowledgeable expert about soccer. But he was impressed with a lot of your play as well as other Lady Titans tonight. But y'all made some changes in positions the last couple of weeks, and tell us how did you change? Where did you go from, and where you're at now?
We made a lot of position changes. We had a lot of people moving around, but I think everybody really adapted well. Even I have been able to play a different position, and I think we just have to adapt with it. You just have to play to the best of your ability, and you have to do what's best for your team.
Good deal. Tate, any questions for the young lady?
Yeah, from my perspective, it seems like the position change worked for you guys in your favor with a nice 1-0 win tonight. Quite a few times it was nice to see you guys put a little combination play in the midfield. I know you got kind of moved back into that spot. Is that something that Coach Ramirez was trying to get you all to get more involved on the ball?
Yeah, in practice we've really been trying to work on our 1-2 passes, our combinations, working with that outside back, the midfield, the attacking mid specifically, and our striker. So something we've really been working on. Obviously, we love our through balls, we love our corner flag balls, but we're really trying hard on those 1-2 passes.
Yeah, and from my perspective, those 1-2 passes is what kind of opens up the game for those more direct balls that get you all farther up the field. It seems like you had a good time combining with, I think Bailey is the attacking mid, and then your right winger, and you all had quite a few combination plays over here that, led to some good opportunities.
Yeah.
Good deal. So when you're listening to him ask questions and comment on stuff like that, it kind of makes my job a whole lot easier. But no, it's been a lot of fun and learning about soccer as I have, for the last couple of weeks. But I'm about as impressed with the stamina and conditioning and where you all have come, I'm sure, throughout the summer and different things you've been doing. But, East Jessamine, a big district rival for you guys. Get a good win here tonight. And
feels nice to get that win.
now you got West Jessamine coming up next week on the road. So we wish you the best of luck going there.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
All right. Well, congratulations on a good win tonight for the Lady Titans, and joined by Emerson Daniels here to go head up with your teammates and celebrate the victory.
Yes. Thank you all.
All right. Thank you. All right. Ray, you want to jump in here with us, bud? We're going to put you on the spot real fast. We can't get out of here without letting you comment a little bit. You've been doing it so much this season, but good win for the Lady Titans.
It is. Watching them throughout the course of the season, the changes Coach Ramirez made, moving some kids around in, different positions, I think it's really paid off. You can definitely tell that they've been working on their passing and, like I said, there's a adjustment period. You got a new coach, you got kids that are playing positions, and just having an adjustment. And I think it took a few games for her to see where, to best put some kids and maybe put them in a different position, see if they could succeed in that. And she's done a good job of that. So, I mean, it's good to watch them progress. I've seen, of course, y'all just had Emerson on here. She was playing attacking last year and this year, and now she's moved back a position to play alongside with Bailey and Addison Bartleson there, and so I think it's worked out well. They moved Carly Sanders from attacking to defense. That's what she played again last year. So there's just some different things that they've moved around. Olivia Rogers going in the goal, I think, has given them a real big spark for that. And the last 4 or 5 games they've really picked it up and turned it on. So it's a good district win. So we're excited.
Absolutely. Tate, we didn't scare you off, I hope. You come back again?
I'll come back again.
Good deal.
I definitely will.
We're glad to have you. Any final thoughts on your game, what you saw here tonight for Mercer?
I think, kind of what Emerson spoke on, them being able to come together as a team and, players playing positions they normally don't do. And she said everybody's bought in and, good defense leads to good offense, and tonight I think Mercer's defense was phenomenal, and I think it opened up space for, moving some players who are more technical into the middle of the field to be able to open up that space down the channels and whatnot. So, I think from a coaching perspective, hearing that Coach Ramirez has made some changes, it's nice to see the buy-in from the group, and, that's really all you can ask, and you go out and compete every day. So it was a blast to be out here today, and it was a joy to watch the girls compete.
Absolutely. All right. Well, congratulations. Big win for the Lady Titans tonight as they get the victory over East Jessamine. Final score 1-0. They're back in action next Wednesday night as they travel up to West Jessamine High School for another district showdown. Best of luck to the Lady Titans. And we will be back here the following week for our next broadcast when they return back home the following week against Garrett County, I believe it is.
We got Southwestern, I believe, on the Saturday, the 27th. That's senior day. So we've got them that Saturday, and then I think we follow up with Garrett the following Monday.
Yes, you're correct.
We are going on the road for the next 3, I believe. So.
Yep. On the road against West Jessamine, Western Hills, and Anderson County back here on Saturday for Southwestern, which will be senior day.
Yes, sir.
And then wrap it up here on Monday, September 29th against Garrett County, and then we'll get into district play there probably first week of October, it looks like.
Yeah, we're not sure, I think, exactly what day they're going to be playing. It's going to be either like a Monday or Tuesday, boys and girls, but Mercer will be hosting, so we'll be back here then, and again, we'll be playing East or West Jessamine in the district. So.
Good deal. All right, best of luck to the Lady Titans as they continue on with the season. And a big win here tonight. That's going to wrap it up for us. Big thanks to our general manager, Robert Wagner, and the team back at Hometown Radio Network, and my good buddy, Jason, and keeping us in line and running through all the ads for us tonight. Big thanks to the sponsor for Mercer Lady Titans, Howard Carpenter Floor Covering here in Harrodsburg. Great thanks for those folks. And that'll wrap it up. Final score on the Thompson Service Center scoreboard, Mercer 1 and East Jessamine 0. Good night. God bless.
Mercer County girls soccer action on WHBN. This special sports presentation is brought to you by Howard Carpenter Flooring Outlet in Harrodsburg, 540 North College Street, featuring discount flooring prices and is a service of Whitaker Bank, Shelter Insurance, Jamie Dunn Agent, Farmers National Bank, Ranstall's Bureau Chapel, Arnold's Pharmacy, Gibbs Food Truck, and Thompson Pharmacy. This Mercer County Girls Soccer Game broadcast live on 99.5 FM WHBN.